Hello friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Exile 2 Crystal Souls. Last time, we visited our dragon friend Motrax, and found yet another reason to hate the Empire forces. And we've got a bit more exploring to do in this corner of Exile, before we start getting on with the major plot. A most mysterious and very inaccessible hut. When I first had the demo of this game, I spent a fair bit of time burning with curiosity about what this could be. Because I've tried. We cannot get to it with our present capabilities. There's no secret passages through the cave walls here. And even if there were, we'd probably just end up straight in the water. The cave to the east is filled with thick, choking steam from several fumaroles. Sulphurous steam from miles below assaults your senses. The floor is covered with faint tracks from a giant lizard's strong claws. Do I sense another opportunity for gaining some XP here? The tunnel ends in a narrow passage from which steam billows. You think you could look inside without being parboiled. All you find is an unfriendly lizard. At this point, we're kind of used to dealing with fire lizards. See, easily dispatched. And what have we here? Lizard Lair. Another small dungeon. Shouldn't take too long. You instantly recognize the rank smell coming from these passages. Giant lizards. Lots of them. The scale scattered about would seem to confirm this. So here's a bunch of giant lizards, just minding their own business. And here we come to wipe them out. Ow. Man, these lizards sure are not clean animals. It's possible I got a little cocky just then. Ooh, rough rubies. Mine. You find the body of a human, heavily singed. It looks like it had a run-in with a fire lizard, and before death, crawled here so the lizards couldn't get at him. Or her. You don't want to get close enough to tell. I mean, we'll get close enough to take any usable loot you might have left behind. I was not expecting the fire lizard to come over and attack me physically. You find a large nest filled with baby giant lizards, all munching happily on a giant spider. It is very unusual for giant lizards to take such good care of their young. Very strange indeed. Okay. Well, at least we're not slaughtering the babies. Should probably heal Cimmerian up a little bit there. So that seems to be all. The tunnel slopes up very sharply to the south. It shouldn't be too hard to climb. Lizard Lair level 2. Hatching cave, huh? Oh, hello. Come on, I'm trying to bait you out here. Okay, that was a mistake. I may need to replay some bits here. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Somewhat better prepared this time, I hope. Anyway, I've discovered a couple of interesting things. One, there is actually something in the back corner over here. Two, the Firewalk spell, at least at my current level, only lasts one non-combat turn before my feet stop glowing. So I have to recast it for each tile of lava that I want to walk over undamaged. On a tiny ledge kept warm by the lava, you find a clutch of small, reddish eggs. It would be easy to take one. It would be easy, but we have no real reason to do so. Unless we feel like eradicating more of the fire lizards in these parts, but so far we haven't gotten any relevant quests for that. We'll leave that for now. Level 2, take 2. Just a regular lizard over here so far. Oh! That's not just fire lizards, that's a drake. Possibly 2 drakes. We should run. Let's not go back in that chamber for a little while. Well, at least this is just a fire lizard. I'll take phrases I didn't expect to say today for 200, Alex. Or Mayim, as the case is today. I'm very glad I lucked out there. I might be playing just a little bit foolish today. Okay, now was there another one back in here? Not this time. Maybe I already took the second fire lizard out. In a small stone nest, you find a large, brightly colored egg, almost orange. Up until recently, it was watched over by the fire lizards. I think this one might be a drake egg. Can we take it? As you reach for the egg, a glyph suddenly appears on the wall behind it. Flames shoot out, searing you. A magical trap in a cave full of lizards? How very unusual. And painful. And no, we cannot take this egg now. So we've got 2 drakes in here. Now that I know they're there, and I had totally forgotten about those 2, I should probably come back with a stronger party later. But this run has so far had plenty of me making foolish decisions that actually turn out okay. So, let's save and try again. Actually, let's start blessing people first. Drake's cursed. Drake's slowed. Oh, they only breathed on me this round. At least they didn't cast any pesky spells. And 2 kills for Cimmerine. Good job. Ooh, loot hoard. Another great helm, more arrows, and some stuff that's probably crap. Aha! Thought there might be something back here. We found some boots. So now the poor little fire lizard or drake egg is orphaned. But we can't really do anything with that right now. So we'll just head out. And consider the lizards vanquished. Much better. So we've still got 1 or 2 tunnels to play with here. This tunnel stretches upward for some ways. After a time, you think it might be heading to the surface. However, you eventually come to a place where countless tons of fallen rock block the passage. Tools left behind provide evidence that someone tried to burrow out. They soon gave up. Well, nice little callback to the same tunnel in the same location last game. Group of Exile soldiers is approaching. Okay, hello. You greet the soldiers, you exchange news, then they bid you luck and depart. And leave us to deal with the lizards and slimes. Fortunately, we're strong enough that they just bugger off without us doing anything. Aw, these guys aren't friendly. Someone has built a small stone hut in this little cavern. It sits by a pool of water and a modest mushroom garden. Sounds nice. The door is answered by a small, manic man who introduces himself as Vale the Scrivener. He lives in isolation here, working on his scrolls and magical supplies. After asking questions for a while about goings-on in the outside world, he asks if you would like to see his wares. So we can get scrolls of flame, slow, poison, or stealth. Sapphires for casting magic map. Very cool. Or cleansing powder for curing poison and or disease, I think. I might actually come back for a few sapphires at some point. Ah, I thought there might be something hidden in this unoccupied space. You squeeze into this tiny, well-hidden cave and see a large encampment of Empire soldiers. Unfortunately, they see you too. Empire soldiers? Hiding out right next to Motrax? Vengeance! These guys are surprisingly high level. Let's give weak summoning a try. Give him a few alternate targets at least. And once again, I really wish I had Shockwave here. Ooh, speed potion. Glug. Ooh, Scroll of Charm. That could actually be fun. Empire Archer resists. Darn it. Should have known he'd be too high level. You know, that should slow him up a little bit. Web could be something to use here. Okay, let's get some hasting and blessing on my fighters. And maybe some hasting on my healer as well. I gotta say, I'm starting to actually be a fan of summoning here. Ah, I've got enough blessing and cursing to make my archery actually useful. Awesome. And I can't actually see the evil acolyte through the webs. Of course, that has the nice side effect of he can't see me. I really wanted to get rid of those high-level archers. Okay, now I just have to figure out which snakes are friendly and which are not. I think that's it. Can't see space, of course. Ah, webs are blocking me from seeing the things I want to see. Okay, I do believe that's everything. What a success! You search the encampment. Most of their equipment was wrecked in the battle, but you do find enough stuff to be worth several hundred gold in barter. Nice. You also find a scroll. It describes itself as a red pass. You keep it. It does us absolutely no good, since we already have one. But it's always fun to see when you get multiple chances to grab a plot coupon. Is there anything in this little corner? No. Then we are done here, and I will see you all back in Formalo in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody.